All right. Hi, everyone. It's Winston here again. Welcome to a bright and sunny day today. If you're tuning in from different parts of the world right now, you can start introducing yourself and your name and where you guys are from, okay? And in the chat group. So it'd be great if you tune in with some interaction, if you participate. This is where you're going to learn the most when you start to participate, all right? So what I'm going to do right now is that if you guys can hear me loud and clear, that would be great. So let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. You can see my video loud and you can see my video and it's clear. All right, just go to the chat group and just leave it in the chat. Just to let everybody know that's very clear. The sound is clear. At the same time, you can also let everyone know where you're from. Okay. Yep, I see. Thank you for some of your responses right now, where you're from, and we're about 33 of you here right now. So let me just get on to my sharing. Okay, I'm just gonna load up my PowerPoint right now, and I'm gonna just load up my PowerPoint. Explorer. Okay, we're living in exciting times, especially when India's launching, and it's just an amazing journey so far, and I can't wait to share with you guys on how this is sweeping around the world, how what we're going to share with you is going to change the lives of millions of people around the world, which already has. So it's really a blessing for me to be able to share this with all of you today. Okay, I'm just loading up my PowerPoint and I'm going to share with you guys where the future it's going to go. So this is pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to get ready right now and switch my screen to my PowerPoint slide. Okay, and if you guys have video, if you could kindly just turn off your video so that it will not be very distracting for everybody with the video. Okay, so I'm just turning off the video one by one so that you guys can tune in and see this. So I'm going to start my presentation. So today, this is going to be awesome. So today we're going to talk about the future of business, where the future of business is going, and how it's really literally going to impact our lives around the world. Okay, so I'm just a little bit introduction about myself, and before I do that, I want to ask all of you to turn off whatever distraction you have right now, because this less than 1 hour might be the most important day of your life. Okay, it's life changing. So I'm going to just share with you a lot of awesome stuff on what's happening in the world today, and we're going into this thing called crowd commerce. All right, we know crowdfunding, right? So the crowd commerce is a new concept that's going to revolutionize the way we do business together as a community. So what I'm going to promise you today is the topic that we'll be talking about would be how I leverage on a unique global e-commerce platform and make a realistic 5-figure paycheck every single week and became debt free, and how all of you can do the same thing. Okay, whether you're thinking of becoming debt free so you can travel the world, so that you can help pay off, give your mom and your dad, or your to support a charity cause that's always on your heart, like me and my wife. Okay, and I've expanded my business in more than 53 countries, and without zero operating costs, I've already actually expanded the business and overheads, and yes, legal. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it too. So you guys ready? Please leave a message in the chat group to let everybody know that you're ready. Okay, so that we want this to be as participative as possible, so that I know that I'm not talking to a group of non-responsive people. So if you have Facebook, you have WhatsApp, just put it one side for once in your life for the next 1 hour, because it's going to be a blessing. All right, so let me just continue the next slide. Okay, so this is me and my wife 8 years ago. This is me and Jane 8 years ago, and this is 2015 and 2017. So a little bit background myself. My name is Winston. I'm almost 40 years old right now, and I'm a father of 3 daughters. So I have 2 beautiful twins. It's so blessed to have them every single day of my life. And I have another 3-year-old. Her name is Belle. So we have Isabel, Annabelle, and Belle. And we're from sunny Singapore. So my background is, my highest educational level is actually just O-level, which is high school, which is 16 years old. I did made it to tertiary education, but I didn't complete it. I failed my polytechnic. So just want to tell you guys that success doesn't have to come from academics, all right? That being said, how I got my career started, how I became successful was because my mom and my dad had cancer. He runs his own business and he fails. We all know that in traditional business, risk can be rather high. And he lost everything. We lost the houses, the nice cars that he had. We lost everything. And because of that, my mom was shouldering a 200,000 in debt. And that actually made me realize, that I had to find a way to make money for my family. And since I don't have a degree, I don't have a proper tertiary educational level, I don't actually am able to get any professional job. So the only job I could do was sales related, sales and marketing. So the only thing I did was to join the real estate industry, because that was the only industry that I could make 6 figures a month. So I was very blessed that within my first month, I joined the real estate industry in Singapore, which is the most expensive city in the world. I managed to get the top achiever within my first month and make 6 figures in my first month in real estate. And the most number of properties I ever sold in my life was 24 properties in a week. So I sold 24 properties in a week. That was my track record. I'm not sure if anyone has beaten my record, but it was amazing for someone who's new into the industry my first year. And also I helped my brother because of the business, because of the money that I made. I was able to support my brother, and my brother started a very successful retail chain in Singapore and Melbourne, which we now have about 17 outlets. My brother has 17 outlets he's managing right now. And my brother recently was featured on the Singapore Business Times as well. As for me, because I want to spend more time with my kids, my children, as someone who loves kids very much. In real estate, my weekends are constantly burned, my white nights are constantly burned. So since I did well in real estate, I realized that I have a skill that a lot of people want to learn. So that actually got me to become a trainer in real estate. So I've trained more than 2,000 real realtors in Singapore, and teaching them how to use the internet to get more clients. And I was featured on Money Show, International Business Times, CBS, Boston.com, and that is the journey that I had. I was blessed. And the students actually paid $2,000, maybe about US dollars, $2,000, just to attend my course, and that was been a blessing for me. All right, so I had a 6-7 figure paycheck, in a year, because of this business, because of this training. Subsequently, I went to do e-commerce, and then right now we have a turnover of about 40 million US over the last 3 years of e-commerce business. And I also used to teach people how to sell on eBay, how to sell on Lazada, how to sell on Q10. I think different parts of the world, they have some people teaching how to sell on Amazon, teach people how to sell on different parts of the world as well. So I also teach people how to take cheap products from China, like from Alibaba Express, like this ring that costs about $6 plus. And you could actually build your own brand and sell it at $26. And you know what? The interesting thing is people would still think that your ring is the original. The one that you have built your own brand is the original, and the one that it's sold on Alibaba is fake. So that's part of what business can do when you build your own brand. But only thing with this e-commerce business is that for every order that someone has to order, you have to manually order it on the other side as well. So it's not passive income. It doesn't come automatically. You have to wake up in the middle of the night to process the orders, and you do have to wake up in the middle of the night to answer inquiries and questions and do that. All right. So it's not entirely passive as what most people think it is, okay? And you also do have to monitor your advertisement, because you have to advertise in order for you to get a lot of sales. So advertisement is required, all right? But the way to do advertisement is that you want to start with how to make sure you optimize your advertisement. Like for every dollar you spend on advertisement, you want to get back $2 or $10 or $50. So it's not exactly passive, but you can actually work lesser hours. You can actually work any way you want, okay? So I stumbled upon a platform that's able to allow me to actually build a business around the world. However, it wasn't until I think about revolutionize the way e-commerce should be done until I read this verse, or rather this quote from Warren Buffett, which most of you know, that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. I think most of you are aware of that, right? So if you guys are aware of this, you just leave a chat, so I know that you guys are answering these questions. All right, you don't find a money way, and I always wonder, why did he say that? You don't find a way to make money while you sleep until you die. So recently I did some study online, and I did in Hobart as well as Singapore, If you're born in 1950, you would start working when you are in 1970. That's like when you're 20 years old, right? Right now, you have a degree. Sometimes it's mid-20s, all right? So at 20 years old, then your income starts to go up. So my graph is a little bit wrong, okay? At 1970, basically your salary should go up, okay? But the thing is, when you hit at 40, and after that, they will have a declining peak until they hit 60 years old, or even at 70 years old, most people stop work. But most people don't realize is that the utility bills every 10 years keep going up. The medical bills, especially in Singapore, the medical bill increasing 15% every single year. Housing is increasing, transportation increasing, food is increasing, educational fees is increasing. So even though you could make money, but you would stop work at 70 years old, and the expenses would keep increasing whether you work or don't work. And you still need this to survive, as long as you're living. If you're not living, then obviously you won't be around to enjoy your life, right? So expenses keep increasing, but your income went peaks and then it'll drop, okay? So that's why Warren Buffett says that if you don't find a way to make money, you will sleep until you die. So we all know that right now, if we want to create wealth fast, all right, is to leverage on trend, right? So I'm going to show you the 3 trends that we want to look for, okay? One of the trend is the reason why all of you are online right now is that we are all entering into e-commerce, right? And that's why we are here. And the habit is that everyone right now is a habit of buying things online already, okay? So that's one of the habit trending. The other habit we are thinking of, if you want to market online, what should we market? We want to see what's trending that's increasing right now. And we want to know what kind of business model can we leverage so that we can work less, we can make more, and everybody can share profit, which is what I call as crowd commerce. I mean, there's crowdfunding right now. So I want to say this is crowd commerce, how you can combine social media around the world and run the e-commerce business. But the reason why I want to go e-commerce is because the world right now, other than the habit that people are having, is that e-commerce is not 100% penetrated yet. In there's 7.4 billion people around the world. From AC Nielsen study, only 50% have access to internet. That means we still have enough 50% of people. They're going to come online very soon. And that means in 2017, there has been a 11% annual growth until 2017, but the biggest growth will happen in the next 3 years. So how many of you guys here are ready to leverage on the next 3 years so on e-commerce, so that you can actually have a big change in your life right now, okay? So how many of you guys are ready? So if you guys are ready, if you can participate, that would be awesome, okay? That would actually make me excited to share with you more, okay? So right now, I think all of us want to get e-commerce, but the problem we have is that we don't know how to do programming. We don't know how to do web design. I mean, most of us, all right? Not everyone knows. Some people can do all this. How to translate into different languages around the world. We all know that Google Translate is not exactly accurate, right? So you need to hire people to translate all over the world. You need to accept multiple payments. You need to find the right products. You need to actually do, QC, which is quality control, or hire people do that. You need to stock up inventory. You do packing. You need to liaise with all the logistic companies of the land, sea, and air. You need to do licensing, import-export license. You need to hire every single e-commerce company you've ever known, from Amazon to, if you're in India, Jabong or Flipkart, or in Singapore, Qoo10, e-commerce companies like Grab, Uber. Every single one of them have customer service, okay? And then every one of them actually has app. And every one of them need to spend millions on advertising, okay? So let's talk about trend right now. We know that e-commerce is a trend, but today I'm going to show you guys, by the end of today, you will know exactly how you can build a global e-commerce business, especially India, okay? Especially India, for free, and you can make money around the world in over 100 countries, and you don't even have to touch a single code, a single programming in India, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that. But right now, let's look at this in India and other parts of the world as well, okay? So for Apple, okay, if you bought an Apple in 1997, you bought an Apple PowerBook in 1997, okay? The Apple PowerBook would have cost you $5,700 US. Could you have not put $5,700 into the Apple PowerBook? Instead, you put it into the Apple stock instead. Today, the value of your stock is $330,000 US. Did you know that? Did you know that if in 2003, you did not buy an Apple X server that cost you $3,799, and instead you put in Apple stock instead, all right, back in 2003, right now, your stock would have been worth $143,000. So, shucks, I should have bought Apple. I should take the money to buy Apple and buy the stock instead, okay? So in 2002, if you bought an Apple G4 Macintosh for $3,299, and instead you put into the stock in 2002, it would be worth $122,000. So this is when trend, right? So today I'm going to ask all of you this question, and I want all of you to just participate with me on this chat on this, okay? So that I can see all your response as well, okay? So if today you knew that there was a stock that you could invest in, or a company that you was going to invest in, okay? and you knew firsthand that Google was going to invest $1.5 billion US into that company, I would like to ask every one of you, what is the percentage that this company's stock would go up? And if you put in money, you will make money from it. What is the likelihood if you knew that Apple was going to put $1.5 billion into that company? Okay, on a scale of 0 to 100%, what is the likelihood that your stock will go up? If you knew ahead of time that it was going to be Google going to put in. All right, thank you, Cheryl, thank you. All right, now if you were to know a stock you're going to put in, and not just Apple, okay, but Google as well, both Google and Apple is going to put $1.5 billion into the market. What is the likelihood that the stock is going to go up? What's the likelihood? Okay, and even if Facebook is going to put $3 billion into that same stock, into the same company, all right, that Apple and Facebook, Apple and Google put in $1.5 billion, and Facebook is going to put in $3 billion. What's the likelihood that the stock is going to go up if all three put in the same stock? Okay. And number 4, if even Alibaba Jack Ma, he himself, put in $2.5 billion into the same stock, what is the likelihood that this stock is going to go up? And what's the likelihood that this business is going to go boom? Okay, if all 4 invest into the same. If you had a chance today that you could invest into this stock that all 4 of them are going to invest in, how many of you would actually want to invest? And how certain are you that this stock is going to make money? If all 4 are going to invest in, Google and Apple is going to put $1.5 billion, Facebook is going to put in $3 billion, and Jack Ma put in $2.5 billion. What is the likelihood? Okay, so you know what? Let me show you. There is such a stock, but it's not a stock, it's a market. And this market is anti-aging. Google and Apple invested $1.5 billion anti-aging partnership. Alibaba in talks on new with health tech, $2.5 billion deals. And Mark Zuckerberg invested $3 billion into health tech as well. So if you were to go to health tech right now, just as much as a stock that all of them put in money into the same market, and it's not even internet related, this is the market that we want to go in. But how can we do a fusion between e-commerce and this together? Well, the reason why this market is a huge market is because the aging population is increasing. The number of old people in the world is increasing in a rapidly speed, especially right now in countries like Singapore. In 1970, there will be only 13.5 working adults supporting 1 old people. By 2017, right now, there will be only 4 working adults supporting 1 old people. In the next 10 years, it will be only 1 or 2 working adults supporting 1 old people. So the number of old people actually has worked all their years and they save up a lot of money only to actually spend on their health. So if we're going to health tech, I want to ask all of you, health tech actually has 3 spectrum. Health actually has 2 parts to it. One is beauty, which is skin health, because skin is the largest organ that's protecting your body from the external harm. Okay, so there's 3 factors of health: preventive, maintenance, and treatment. Okay, treatment. These are the 3. Okay, preventive. So in skin, well, a lot of us use skincare to do preventive, different brands, Lancome, La Mer, all kinds of brands. Okay, and maintenance as well. And only if we have very bad skin problems, like if you have eczema, acne, very bad acne, or you need very bad wrinkles, so you go for treatment, right? You go to doctors for Botox, or you go for doctors for surgery, or if you go to doctors like steroid cream, for skin problems. Now, if you're in health preventive, most of us, I take supplements as well for preventive and for maintenance, right? But if our health really got very bad and we have diabetes, suffer from diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and stuff like that, then we have to go and visit the doctor. We have kidney failure, then we have to go to treatment. But I want to ask all of you questions. If you guys could right now go to health tech, and health tech 100%, okay? 100%, all of us are going to succeed if we go in, because Apple, Facebook, all put in the money already. They already put in, okay? So which sector do you feel that will be the sector that will make the most money? Or which sector would you go in? Is it preventive, maintenance, or treatment? Which one? Which would you want to go in? I would like to ask all of you to, leave an answer in the chat right now. Which one would you go in? Some of you who are chatting right now, which one would you go in? Okay, I see one person saying preventive. All right, okay. You know what? I would say all. Okay. I wouldn't say only preventive. I would say all. Okay. I will go into all. But how do we go into all? Well, the key is partnership. And today I want to share with you three partners that's going to help us do that. Okay, three partners that's going to help with that. And these three partners has helped me build a global business around the world. And this company that I'm partnering with, within the first year, they hit 30 million US dollars. Okay, selling products through their e-commerce platform. Second year, they hit 65 million. Third year, 126 million. Fourth year, they double. Fifth year, they double again. And the sixth year, they double again. They double for 6 years consecutively. Okay, and in 6 years, they hit 1.1 billion, and it became the fastest growing company in the world to hit 1.1 billion in sales with zero advertising. Even Apple took 6 years to hit $1 billion, and Apple spent millions on advertising, okay? And they have investors to back them up. Facebook had a lot of investors who pump in millions of dollars to back them up, and they also spent millions on advertising before they hit 1.1 billion in sales revenue. I'm not sure even they hit sales revenue 1.1 billion. But this company, Jeunesse, hit 1.16 billion, becoming the fastest growing company, or the only company on the planet to hit 6 billion in revenue, sales revenue, without spending a single cent on advertising. So how did they do it? And they've won over 228 awards so far. And they won 10 communicator awards around the world. To win an award in US is one thing. To win an award around the entire world is another thing, okay? So they were on Inc. 500 fastest privately held company in USA. And recently won 12 Grammy Awards, Grand Stevie in American Business Awards. And they won the fastest growing company of the year in the whole United States and Canada combined. Company of the year, well, obviously, if the company is growing so fast, if they became company of the year, obviously, they have a management team that also won the management team of the year. So you're talking about a company that has award-winning management team. That means this company is going to be a legacy company. One of those companies that's going to last for a long time. And this company, over 6 years, had expanded to 144 countries. Right now, it's in 145 countries if you include India launch. So how is Jeunesse different from all the rest? You look at Amazon right now, you can go to amazon.cn, that's zach.cn, amazon.in India, amazon.co.jp, France. You have noticed that Amazon has 16 websites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, they're in 14 countries right now, maximum, okay? They're in 14 countries right now, so they have 14 countries translation for websites. Flipkart in India only has one country, India, okay? Q10 has about a few. Lazada, maybe only few countries. Flipkart is only India. Jeunesse is different. Jeunesse is in 145 countries, and they have over 40 offices globally. So what exactly is this Jeunesse, and why are they growing so fast? Well, I want to share a little bit background about these two founders. Rennie Ray and Wendy Lewis, they're both very intelligent person. In fact, they are the one who set up and installed the whole computer system for NASA for the launching of NASA satellite. And they were actually USA, the state of Florida, who's who businessman of the year. And they have actually built the fastest growing and the number one medical software company for 8 consecutive years in the United States. So they are always in the forefront of technologies in terms of big computer technology, big data technology. And Randy came from a poor family. He came from a family where he didn't have anything at all, even no food to eat. He had to eat mud from the ground. It was that bad. I'm not exaggerating. So he was actually, and he told himself when he grew up, he wanted to become a multi-millionaire, which he did. All right. And he also wanted to travel the world, which he did. And he wanted to do charity that's able to feed hungry children around the world, which he did. So right now he has fed more than 2 million hungry children around the world. He has helped build more than 650 schools, so around the world for the underprivileged children. So he actually started this company called Jeunesse. So he has the background in e-commerce and logistics platform in over 200 countries. So one day, he had a knee surgery problem. He got to know a doctor called Dr. Nathan Newman. So I'm going to show you a video of this doctor, which is from Hollywood. This is the first doctor in the world, first Hollywood doctor in the world, okay, to actually help someone with no jawbone to grow back the entire jawbone. So I'm going to help you watch this video, and it's going to be like a short video, okay? So let me just play the video right now. It's going to be like a 2-minute video. Just give me a moment. So awesome right now. We have 65 participants. Wow. I thought the maximum is only 50 people. That's awesome. We have more and more people coming on board right now. So if you have a video that's turned on, maybe you can turn off the video, right? So I'm going to turn off all the video right now so everybody can focus on my handsome face. Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let me just turn over and show you guys the video right now.
Doctors perform cancer surgery. They often remove so much tissue that it leaves serious indentations. And when the surgery is done on the face, it can alter a person's appearance.
Health specialist Denise Dodor joins us now to explain how one doctor has developed a procedure to restore what was taken by the cancer.
I haven't seen anything like this, so take a look at this. The science of stem cells can help doctors restore weak hearts and help heal joints. Now a local doctor is using adult stem cells to reconstruct tissue, nerves, and bone destroyed by cancer and the cancer treatment. It gave hope to one man who was told repeatedly nothing could be done to restore his face.
Take a good look at Herschel McCallian's face. You'd never know he used to have a gaping hole on the right side.
I was very sad. I was very angry that the doctors previously, they did the surgery, even though it was the right things to do.
He had a salivary gland cancer that required the removal of part of his jaw.
I had a tremendous amount of pain in my jaw area because of the nerves. They were basically exposed. I looked for a reconstruction surgeon. Most doctors, they did not want to touch me.
That is until he met cosmetic surgeon Dr. Nathan Newman. He pioneered a new treatment called the stem cell lift. He removes fat from the patient and harvests one of the body's most precious resource, adult stem cells. He then doubles and triples the concentration of stem cells before injecting.
The stem cells is what brings in the new blood vessels, rebuilds the structures, maintains the volume by replacing the fat cells that die off.
Not only can the fat and stem cells be used for cosmetic reasons, Dr. Newman says the stem cells are so smart they can also break up scarring caused by the cancer treatment and rebuild and reconstruct surrounding tissues.
We take these fat cells that are enriched with stem cells and put them next to bone. I can actually grow bone and make that bone stronger and bigger.
Dr. Newman says there's no risk of rejection because you're using your own fat and stem cells. It took about 2 years and about 24 injections. Herschel says nobody can even tell he ever had a dent in his jaw, and the nerves and tissues appeared to have healed.
He has given me my face back, he has given me my confidence back, he has given me my hope back.
All right.
When doctors perform cancer surgery, they often remove...
Get back to the video here. All right. Was it awesome? All right. So let me just get back to my slide. I think that was amazing what Dr. Nathan could do, what stem cells could do for people. He's actually a reconstructive surgeon in Hollywood, based on Hollywood. So he has a lot of celebrity stars, and that's why he's featured a lot on TV as well. So he actually helped a lot of celebrities reconstruct their face or even do surgery. And a lot of his patients actually has, when they do surgery, usually the scars, you have to cut the skin, and it usually takes a long time to heal. So he finally discovered that he was able to use stem cells to regenerate. So for some of you who may not know what stem cells can do, so let me just... Stem cells are the basic blocks of the human life. When a sperm enters the egg in a woman's body, the first cell that's formed before they form the zygote cells is actually the stem cells. And the stem cell is the one that regenerate bones, grow the bone, the muscle, the fat, the cartilage. So everything about you is actually created from stem cells, okay? So what he did, Dr. Newman did was, Dr. Newman actually helped Rennie Ray to regenerate his cartilage because he had some leg problem using stem cells. And in the midst of that, became good friends. And then he was asking Dr. Newman what else does he do other than stem cells. And he found that in Dr. Newman's laboratories, Dr. Newman was secretly doing an experiment and secretly trying to figure out what allows stem cells to actually repair and regenerate, and why when people are older, they cannot actually regenerate as fast. So he found that what causes stem cells to regenerate is because they have a language between stem cells that they communicate, which is growth factors, which is the language that when you expose, it's actually a molecular structure, molecule, that will actually trigger the stem cells to actually start to repair. It's a language that tells them to quickly repair, okay? So there are about 200 growth factors language between the stem cells. And what he did was he finally was the first doctor until today, he patented the technology that right now, nobody has the technology that's able to use growth factors to stimulate your own stem cell to self-repair. So I'm going to show you what they did. And Rennie Ray wanted launch an e-commerce business where they could market this product from Dr. Nathan Newman, so that people, without advertising. And in order to do that without advertising, okay, the way to do it without advertising is they needed a product that, I mean, how many of you guys here have ever recommended people a good restaurant, a good food, a good movie? I think we all have naturally done it before, right? Because something that we thought was very good, that's why I recommended people. And it was natural. So they wanted a product that if people use it, it would be natural for them to just share it with people. So what they did was they got a third-party company called ST&T Research International, and they got people between 17 years old to 70 years old, dry skin, oily skin, whatever sensitive skin, different color skin tone, and they got them to try out the products. So all these test subjects have no idea, absolute idea what growth factor is. They have no absolute idea where this product come from. They just use their third party, okay, to volunteer themselves. So after about 56 days of that research, of testing, 65% of women, 65% of the wrinkles from the women's face disappear. Now, how many women in the room here will go bizarre if after 2 months, 65% of the wrinkles disappear? I mean, that's treatment, you need to go to a doctor to do that, okay? How many women in this chat group here will go, oh, wow, if after using 56 days, your wrinkles disappear? And you would think that would be an awesome thing, if you respond in chat group, right? That would be awesome, right? So if 65% of wrinkles disappear, I asked this around the world, and every woman will put up their hand and like, wow, this is treatment. But they didn't go to see Dr. Nathan. They just used the growth factors, which is the language of the stem cells, okay? And then they tested on men as well. So after 56 days, on average, half of the men wrinkles disappear on their face. So they knew they were onto something, and they started launching Luminess from Dr. Nathan Newman. So Dr. Newman created a skincare line, which not just for treatment and also for prevention as well as maintenance. So he has a full range of from cleanser to body renewal, which is for the body, which could repair any skin problems on the body. And all of these products all contain growth factors, all right, from Dr. Nathan Newman, except for the cleanser. So cleanser doesn't have growth factors because cleanser is used for cleaning the face, all right? So you have Flawless Brightener, which actually brightens my wife's tone by 1 or 2 tone lighter. And they have this is the serum, which is the flagship, which is the one. So they launched this, and this is what happens around the world after they launched this. This lady was using a product called Mary Kay for 20 years. So 20 years, this is what happened to her face after using 20 years. A good product called Mary Kay, okay? But after using the Luminess, which is a treatment, after about 4 months, this is the difference, okay? And at the end of the study, they did a study and asked everybody to do a survey. So 74% who do the survey felt an improvement in skin. Anybody here want skin to be firm? Okay. 87% felt an improvement in skin smoothness and luminosity. That means the skin is not only smooth and glowing at the same time. Okay. And 87% felt their skin looked younger. So not only did you have treatment that make your skin look firm, not only did you have treatment that your skin became smooth and glowing, and not only did the treatment make your skin look younger, and at the end of the survey, everyone without knowing what is inside this product said they would recommend it to people. So because of that, they knew that they were able to, thank you very much. Thanks, Andrew. So they knew that it would be they knew that it was able to, to recommend and go to recommend their friends, whether they know what product is inside or not. The effects, just the results speak for itself. And all of us here and people around the world are looking for results. So this is a product that is natural. It doesn't contain stem cells. It contains the language of the stem cells, which this boy here, you can see acne, a big reduction in acne, and this person's scarring also reduced. This eczema, after 10 hours of applying the serum, this is treatment. This is treatment, okay? And this lady, after I think about 6 months, her friend met her and saw the change and thought, did you go for plastic surgery or something? No. Did you go for any treatment? No. She just used the whole skin care line by Dr. Nathan Newman, and this is what happens. You can see the face sharpen up. You can see the jaw line reduced. And this is 8 weeks for this lady. I mean, it's amazing repair. This lady, she was cooking and the fire actually burned her, her jaw. And she applied the serum. And recently, it was just amazing. Recently, I met a friend in India, and her son actually fell down, and scraped the head, and the skin came off. And also the son actually had hot Milo that, that actually spilled onto the leg, and she was screaming. Immediately, the mother used the Luminess and applied onto the skin, the burning skin. The redness just disappeared naturally, and it was just awesome. So you have something that's heals skin. I mean, you don't know any skincare out there that can heal skin, okay? not this way, and also repair stretch marks. This is a friend of mine. He appeared on newspaper and he got in a car accident. And then this is first day, and the second day applying the serum, and the third day. I mean, how amazing can it get? Treatment. This is my friend. His name is Johnny. He actually came to my office one day. I was conducting a training, and because my office had a glass door which is transparent, and he was wearing sunglasses. Okay, he literally walked into the glass door, and then there was a cut. Okay, immediately we took out the serum and quickly applied it onto his skin. And this was first day. Second day, he took a photo himself, and by the third day, the wound just sealed up and didn't have to go for any stitches at all. This is amazing. Okay, it's not miracle. It's built younger. This is after 1 week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks. The results vary because depends on each other's stem cells. Okay, this lady, she's a supermodel, and what happened was that she was water skiing and she hit head on with the husband, and you can see the damage on the face. This is before and after. She herself posted this. Okay, and she said you'll be surprised to see the scar is gone 95%. Scar is gone. Wow, really changed and fully recovered with baby collagen. I mean, this is treatment. Okay, this is my friend Peng Han. February she started. June photo. This is February and June. Okay, 2014. Can you see the wrinkles, the lines over here? How much is reduced, and how happier he has gotten. Okay, to just couple months. This is a lady after using 1 year and 1 year and 1 year. So you have a technology that's able to do repair that does the whole spectrum from treatment to I don't know what you call it, to maintenance to prevention. You have the whole spectrum covered with this technology. And another technology, which because this one takes a few months, right? So what if there was a way that you could immediately see results immediately before your eyes? Okay, and what if it was safe? What if it was a mineral that could do that? And what if it was recommended on doctors on TV as well in USA? So I'm going to show you a 1-minute video of this amazing product called Instantly Ageless, which is just crazy. So I'm going to show you a video of this video called Instantly Ageless, and then let's see what happens. All right. So I'm just going to show you a short video that's 1 minute. So let me just turn my screen towards the video right now.
What you want to do is twist off the top. You want to squirt out a very small amount. Flip the lid over and reseal it. So you can use this file 2 or 3 more times. Is tap a very, very thin layer. I'm just tapping a very thin layer on her skin, but you want to leave it about 10 or 15% damp on the skin. Do not rub it all the way in because the product works as it's drying, so you want it to allow it to do this.
Okay, I'm going to start a timer. I can't see the...
Now, you haven't seen anything yet.
You can use Instantly Ageless before or after your makeup. First of all, you want to do all your preventative maintenance and all the good stuff first.
All right. I think tonight most of you are not going to sleep already. Okay. 70 of you here. Awesome. Okay. So more than 200 of you here, I think you'll be watching this video. So anybody would like to try out these products? I mean, instant. I mean, this is crazy. Okay. How many people in the world are going to want this product? Okay. Instantly Ageless. And you can see the before and after effects just within minutes. I mean, this is simply amazing. Okay. So I'm going to share with you a bad news. The bad news is this technology only lasts for, it's like Cinderella. Cinderella, once the clock strikes 12 o'clock, you go back to your normal self. Okay, so this doesn't stop at 12 o'clock. I mean, it lasts for maximum about 8 hours. Okay, 6 to 8 hours. Usually it could last for 6 to 8 hours. Okay, this is an amazing product. And one of my friends who actually did this, and he started sharing on Facebook, and you can see a lot of people started sharing the video. I mean, you could literally take this product, apply it on your grandmother, your grandfather, anyone that has big wrinkles, do it on one side and say you do it for free. But if they want to do it the other side, you have to charge them for it. Okay, so you could take a video of that and you post on Facebook, and everybody started asking, because they say if you share, people who share, and share and like, and they can ask for a sample. So everybody started sharing and asking for a sample, and this thing just went viral. Okay, I mean, eye bags gone, and people start asking for this product. I mean, this product just sell like hotcakes. And this is what's going to happen in India as well. So right now we have 3 technology: one instant, one long-lasting. One is the treatment and long-lasting. And now the next doctor I want to recommend you that Dr. Nathan Newman and Manny Ray is working with is this Dr. Vincent Johan. So we have something for skin, but let's look at the whole spectrum, okay? So this doctor is Dr. Vincent Jimbapa. If you Google about him, you realize that he's a founder of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, the first president board of anti-aging medicine. And what do I mean by anti-aging medicine? Anti-aging medicine is on the cutting edge technology of medicine, which means regenerative medicine. That means allowing your cells to live longer and reverse the aging diseases, okay? So he's the first board certified anti-aging doctor in the world. He's the author of the first and only medical textbook on anti-aging as well, okay? So he has lots of accolades, which I'm not going to talk all of them, but the major ones are like he's a consultant on NASA. He's also won a Thomas Edison Award along with a lot of inventors like Elon Musk for his technology in being able to repair the stem cells in the human body. He also won a Ghazi Peace Prize, and recently he was nominated with Nobel Prize. And the reason why is because he's been doing some research about doing genetic epigenetics, which is how genes could actually be repaired, how you can repair the DNA level of the gene, and thereby reversing aging diseases and reversing a person's age, and at the same time extending a person's lifespan. So he's almost 69 years old. If I'm not wrong, he might be 69 years old. He's written a lot of books that you can find on Amazon as well. And he talks about the worst problem today. I mean, the biggest problem you're all facing are, I mean, how many of you guys here in this chat group can answer this, okay? How many of you guys in this chat group know someone with diabetes? Can you just say yes if you know someone with diabetes? And how many of you guys here know someone with high blood pressure? And how many of you guys know someone who have actually experienced cancer? How many know someone with high cholesterol? I mean, yeah, I mean, all of you participate, that would be crazy. That would be crazy, right? All of you have that. And everyone who gets this problem the day before, they all think the day before, every one of them thinks that they're healthy, which means it's not within their control, which means everybody has no control around this. But I want to tell you right now that interview, and he says that the healthcare industry is not doing things fast enough to do this problem. And that's why he feels that he's going to come up with something that's going to be able to allow normal people to take control on their health back on their own without the doctors. Now, is that possible? Well, we know that diabetes cost $322 billion per year for America, okay? And diabetes is one of the 3 that will develop. 1 in 3 people in Singapore will develop diabetes. And this is from a Singapore newspaper, and this is crazy, okay? 1 in 3. In fact, the latest stats has said that it's 1 in 2. 50% of people in the world will get diabetes. So every 2%, you know, 1 will get diabetes if nothing's done about it. So this is the top killers in Singapore is cancers. Please do not try to attempt to draw on the screen. It's very rude to do that. Thank you very much. Let me just clear. Okay. So let me just continue with this. Okay. So basically, I mean, consequences of high blood pressure, we all know: heart attack, loss of vision, kidney failure, erectile dysfunctional. I think that's the least of our concern. Heart attack, heart failure, and stroke. I think this is what a lot of people have with high blood pressure. So is there a way to take that into control? So we have to know what caused all this. And he found he checked is oxidation. And what causes oxidation? If you're experiencing stress, you're causing oxidation. If you're using handphone right now, you're causing yourself radiation. And the air that we breathe in and the chemicals that we're eating every day, all right, into our body, that are non-organic, which means there are pesticides in it. And so recently there's this compound called resveratrol. I mean, many of us have heard that drinking red wine is good for you, but we don't exactly know why. We don't exactly know why, and I'm going to tell you why. It started with this doctor back over 10 years ago, and this doctor is called Dr. David Sinclair. He's the geneticist, which means he studied about genes who's making age reversal real. That means reversing the age in us. That means we can actually get younger, reverse younger, okay? And it was on Time Magazine 2014, the 100 most, and you can find him on YouTube, on TED, talking about a cure for aging, talking about longevity. He was the one who discovered this compound called resveratrol, which is found in red wine. But at that point in time, when he discovered resveratrol, it was a big thing because it was more powerful than antibiotics. And what resveratrol can do back then was to reverse the aging process, as well as do treatment as well. And it's found naturally in red wine, and red wine comes from grapes. That's right. So back then, he researched, and one bottle of red wine only has 0.5 mg of resveratrol, which means you need to drink 1,000 bottles of red wine a day before you can get some effect. And you can see nowadays on Amazon, you're starting to have a lot of books on resveratrol that you can find on Amazon. You can buy and read it. It's awesome. And recently, a lot of studies on resveratrol has already been published on government papers in the United States, America. So you can see anti-diabetic effect of resveratrol published in 2011. Yeah, in fact, this is not the only one. There are hundreds of published. Resveratrol specifically kills cancer cells. We know that resveratrol can also help on high blood pressure as well as inflammation, like joint inflammation. Anything that does with any pain that's caused in the body can be reduced with resveratrol. And resveratrol can be found in all these fruits, which means dark cherry, blueberry, aloe vera, and all this. But right now, you have to drink you have to drink 1,000 bottles of red wine in order to have some effect. But Dr. Vincent Jumpapa recently endorsed a product called Reserve, format in Biogel, that contains 185 mg of resveratrol per serving. In other words, you could have one packet of Reserve equivalent to 372 bottles of red wine. I mean, imagine that. You can drink 372 bottles of red wine a day, or you could drink one packet of Reserve a day. So this packet in here contains about 186 bottles of potent resveratrol that's in Biogel. So when you drink this, you got to drink it under your tongue, okay? Because that's the fastest way it can absorb into your body, by your tongue. So when you drink this, it comes in a Biogel. You leave it under the tongue and you drink. And you leave it for like 10 seconds before you swallow, okay? Reserve is really expensive, all right? So inside here, it's sweetened by nature. There's no artificial color, no added sugar. It tastes sweet because fruit berries are sweet, right? So basically, this lady, after taking Reserve, from this, become this, all right? This is the effects of what resveratrol can do. From this, become this, okay? Not the other way around, not this to this, okay? I mean, this to this, everyone will leave this chat right now, okay? No, it's from this to this, okay? So this guy, after actually taking resveratrol, the effect is stroke within 1 month. And this is my friend's father, who's 90 over years old. Within first month, second month, 1.5 months, and 2.5 months. I don't know about you, but this is amazing. I mean, you could see literally new black hair sprouting out. And that happened for my grandmother as well. So this is WhatsApp. We had a group chat, and my aunt actually talked about her diabetes sugar started dropping and your medication at the same time, okay? You cannot stop your medication because this one is natural. It takes time to repair. It's not overnight. This is inflammation caused by thyroid. After 3 packets a day for about a week, her thyroid, actually, you can see the alarm actually reduced dramatically. This guy's leg was saved because of the Reserve. This lady, which a lot of people know around the world, if you are in Jeunesse and using products, she had skin limb cancer after taking about 9 packets a day, 9 to 10 packets a day of taking something natural, and as a treatment that lasts for 5 months. It killed the cancer cell, most of the cancer cells. In fact, she's fully recovered, and it killed all the cancer cells that's on her face. So you can see this is amazing technology. And this is my friend from uncle, after taking product, become auntie. Become aboy. I mean, in Singapore, we call aboy, not auntie. They look at me right now and don't know that I'm almost 40 years old, but I don't look like 40, right? Do I look like 40 years old? All right. I mean, you can't really see me here. I mean, if you see me in person, a lot of people always think that I don't look like I'm 40, okay? So, all right, so let's continue. So with this technology like that, I mean, this is treatment. I mean, it's natural, it's treatment. I mean, imagine if you have fever. I mean, I've got people who take Reserve in replacement of Panadol. I mean, if you take Panadol, what will happen to you? If you take Panadol, you will feel sick, you have side effects, all right? You feel tired. And then after that, your symptoms will recover. So you recover from fever. But if you keep taking Panadol, even after you recover from fever, you're going to poison your body. But Reserve, because it's natural, and resveratrol is natural, even after you take this and recover from fever, you can still you can still continue to take it, okay? But for me, I let my daughter, even when she was 6 months, she already started taking the product, Reserve, okay? She started taking this when she was 6 months. And so right now, we talk about spectrum of health. Back to our health tech. We have preventive, we have maintenance, we have treatment. Most people use skincare, and see doctors for repair, all right? So if you look at this, supplements for the internal body, and then drugs and treatment for repair. Right now, we have technology that we know that if we go into this market right now, we know it's going to spread. I mean, we have a skincare treatment that does treatment, maintenance, and preventive all in one. And we have something natural that is endorsed by Dr. Vincent Jumpapa that is natural, that does for all. I mean, what is the likelihood of your success in this business? I mean, if you were to partner with these 2 doctors, what is the likelihood of your success? What is the likelihood? I mean, you guys said, and Apple, Facebook, Google, they all invest 100%, 1.5 billion, 3 billion, 2.5 billion, all into this market. I mean, what do you think? I mean, this is crazy. It's going to explode the world. So how are you guys going to do this business? It's actually very simple. All you need to do is just be a user of the product. Just get a product which costs less. A packet of this costs about $1+. In rupees, I think it's about 240 something rupees, okay? It costs less than the Starbucks coffee. and we all can do this business together with the doctors, and we all can get paid in US dollars, and we all get paid every week, which means 52 times a year. We can get paid up to 6 income, but I'm just going to talk about 4 income, okay? So how is Jeunesse e-commerce different? How is the product sold online through this platform different from the others like eBay, Amazon, and all this, okay? How is it different from all the rest? Well, what's different from all the rest is this, is that, let me just, okay. Okay, what's different is that all this Amazon, eBay, Jabong, and Amazon and Qoo10, all this, they spend millions on advertising, okay, to get people to shop on their web store. Versus Jeunesse, where everybody is a user of the product. Randy Ray, who is an expert at e-commerce, will create an app and website for you, free. And then all you do is just share via sharing social media, and everybody gets to play a part. So instead of spending all the advertising money on Amazon, spend on millions of advertising, getting investors to give them money to advertise, like all these other companies, Jeunesse, no need to advertise because everybody can share their website throughout the whole world through social media. So because of that sharing, we all get paid for sharing. So we are kind of like the advertiser, okay? So every one of you who actually has a website right now, every one of you, okay, can you all please just stop the drawing? Okay, it's very rude to do that. When you interrupt me, okay? So what you do is, when you have a website, here's what happens, okay? You would actually have your own web store. You have your own name, your own web store, okay? You have your own name, your own web store. So I need to disable that. Thank you. Thank God there's a function that right now I can disable. Okay, all the naughty people trying to draw. Okay, anyway. So basically you have you can have actually a name, .jeunesseglobal.com, and this is awesome, okay? You can have this .jeunesseglobal.com. You have your own username, and basically this username, it's going to be able to, take this .jeunesseglobal, and you can send this link to anybody in the world, social media, and automatically, if you have someone in Italy, automatically the website translates into Italian language, okay? So and they have all the description of the products on your website, so you don't actually have to even have to translate at all. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an example right now. I'm going to show you my web store. So this is a web store that all of us would have that looks the same. Somebody can come here and say, I would like to buy the Instantly Ageless, okay? The IVAC Disappear product. So they can click here. So when they click here, automatically, they come here and they can buy more, they can read more. So all the words here will be translated to that language. So if you send your website link to someone in China, you automatically be in Chinese, even though you do not know Chinese. They can watch a video here. I mean, the video of Instantly Ageless, everybody can understand, right? How to use it, what is it used for, what is inside, the ingredients, the price, everything. It's all there, okay? So this is what's so amazing about this business, is that you don't need to even know the language of the country to be able to do this business. So when you share this link to other people, all right, it's going to be awesome. 141 countries, all right? So I'm going to show you how you can make money with this. The first income you can make is called a la carte. Example, you can share a link with anybody in the world in 145 countries right now. If they click on the link, they go to your website and they buy the products, you get a commission from it, okay? Up to 40%. So I'm going to give you an example. If you send a website to someone in, let's say in Singapore, who want to buy the Reserve, it's one box is about 200 Singapore dollars, okay, on your website, retail. So when a person goes to your website and is from Singapore, he will see the price in Singapore dollars. So it will cost them $200 to invest in this Reserve, which is very cheap because it's equivalent 130 boxes inside. It's equivalent to about 372 bottles of red wine times 30. So 300 times 30, it's 300 times 30, 3 times 3, it's about 9,000 bottles of red wine, okay, in one box of Reserve, okay, of Resveratrol. So basically, for $200, they buy this, and basically, you will be able to make the difference because your cost price in Singapore, if someone were to be a member in Singapore, would be $127. So you will make the difference, which is $73. This is how you make money when you sell it retail and people buy direct retail price from your website, okay? That's the first income you can make. The second income is that people can come to your website and decide that they want to buy a package so that they can discount. For example, they can come to your website and they could go online and click become a member. All right, if you guys can see online, there is a link here that says, there's a word that says become a member. So they click here, become a member, they will be able to choose a package that they can buy. So for a package, like if the person buys at 1288 Singapore dollars for 11 box of reserve, which originally just now, if they bought from your website retail, they didn't buy a package, it will cost them $2,200 because one box is $200. So 200 times 11 is 2,002. And then Singapore dollars, if they get a package in Singapore, it will be 1288. In other words, they would save 912 Singapore dollars if they choose to get a package instead. And you would get about 200 Sing dollars if they buy a package. 200 US dollars, sorry. You all get paid in US dollars, okay? So if you buy this package 1288, you will get paid 200 Singapore dollars. Now, if you're in India, okay, it's different. If you're in India, you will get paid the 200 US dollars is shared among the one who joined you, who actually bought the package, which means the person who bought the package will become your business partner as well. So you will get $100. You will split the $200 in India only, okay? So if someone in India recommends someone in, let's say, in China, and in Singapore, sorry, and the person in Singapore got this package, the person in Singapore will get 100 US, and you in India will get 100 US. So you will split, okay? However, the business is a bit different in other countries other than India. For example, in Singapore, if you recommend someone to get a package in, let's say, in Singapore, okay, you will get the full 200 US dollars. Okay, the one who got the package already got a discount, so he will not get 100 US dollars. Okay, you get a full $200. So if you are in, let's say, you are someone in Hong Kong who recommends someone in India, so the person in India may see they bought 11 boxes of reserve. Example, if they bought, the 200 US will be shared between the person in India and you. Okay, as long as there's India involved, the package commission would split into 2%. So that because in India, I think there was some that because of some law, for example, you cannot make money by recruiting someone to buy a package or something like that. So you have to share where it's good. So you don't feel like when you recommend someone in India, the India people will not feel like you're making money from them because the commission is shared between two of you. Okay, so that's the second income you can make. Now on top of that, the person who get a package will get a free website, and all the products that are being sold have points value attached to it. So you can earn points as well. So I'm going to show you the third income, which is called global consumption, which is what will help you make a lot of money and will allow you to retire. So this is how it works, okay? Now you can send a link to anyone in the world. So there's possibility that you could send a link from Singapore to someone in China. Well, the person in China got a website, so therefore the person bought a package, and therefore the person has a free website, okay? So when the person got a website, he can repeat after buying the package, you will get points. So if you buy the package of 11 boxes of reserve just now, you get 400 points. And every time he purchases products from his web store, you will earn points as well. For example, if he repeat purchases of Resveratrol Reserve, you will get 60 points every single month he buys, okay, one box. The good news about this business is that it's based on crowd commerce. That means everybody effort and everybody can make money together. How is that possible? So imagine this person in China could send a link to Russia. The Russia should send a link to someone in Africa. Now, the Africans could send to someone in America and any other part of the world as well, okay? So this person here, for example, he bought 10 boxes of the reserve. So this person bought 6 boxes. The one you know bought 6 boxes. So you get 60 points. But this person here, okay, bought 10 boxes. So he got 600 points. Guess what? The 600 points is shared not equally, shared 100%. So in other words, this guy here will get 600 points. In Russia, this person in China will get 600 points, and you will get 600 points as well. So there's no limit to how many points you can accumulate from every web store that is linked forever, indirectly linked to you. So in other words, if this web store can expand to this, it goes to the 10,000 web store. The 10,000 web store bought a product, brought the reserve 60 points. 10,000 people along the chain will all get 100% share of the points. So this is why I call crowd commerce, because everybody share equally, the same. Now, in order for you, so you would start accumulating points from every web store repeat purchase of the products, okay? So number of points you earn is dependent on how many products they sold, how many products they bought, how many products they use, as well as how many web store they are using the products. All right. So that will actually accumulate points in your system, which you can see on your website and your app. So in order to take out the points to change for money, you need to have at least 2 stores. Okay, at least 2 web stores. So you need to recommend one more person. It can be in your country. It can be any person actually. Okay. The thing is, you can recommend this to anyone in the world. So you can share another web store. So you have 2 web store that's running. 2 web store that's running around the entire world. 2 web store. Okay. All you need is accumulate all the points from the sale of the products from one web store, from this web store, and that whichever that's linked to this web store, this chain, and you accumulate 600 points on one side and accumulate 300 points on the other side. The system automatically pays you $35. So this is crowd commerce because it's based on individual effort. So you earn the $35 from the points, but this person here also has the potential to get the $35 from the points that everybody shared along the whole chain. So when you get $35, okay, but there's a maximum of $35 you can make because this Jeunesse only pays you every week. So the maximum you can get $35 a week is 750 times. That means you can get 600, 300, 600, 300. The maximum repeat of 600, 300 points, $35 is 750 times, which means your maximum income you can make from the global consumption is $26,250 a week. How many of you here would be excited if you need not work? Now, if you look at this business model, you will realize, that you only had 2 web store. In other words, you could be working out there, finding 2 right business partners, and then your job is done. I mean, think about it. Every business out there requires to do sales forever. You have to keep selling and selling and selling forever. And most e-commerce companies, you have to keep selling and selling forever. This e-commerce company, you can stop with 2. Once you find the 2 right partners, your selling can stop because they were going to expand and expand. So how many of you guys here like a model like that you don't have to do sales forever? If you like a model like that, can you go in the chat group and say, yes, I like a model like that? And yes, 26,000 a week would make a big difference in my life. 26,000 US a week. That's like 19 lakhs a week, something like that. For those in India, I mean, 26,000 a week will make a big difference in a lot of people's lives, right? I mean, I'm so excited. I think I'm perspiring right now. Okay. Yeah, that will make a big difference for everybody. Awesome. But so the maximum you can make is 26,050 US a week from global consumption. That's it. Okay. All you need is 2 web store. 2. Okay. And then right now, the next income I want to share with you is called global management. I mean, global management, for example, global management is in regards to your direct web store. So can you introduce a direct web store to someone in Japan? Yes, the person can get your link, buy a package, automatically they have their own website. So this person who has a website, he has the potential to earn the income just now, global management, which he has 2 links, 2 web store? Yes, he can. So whenever he builds 2 web store and expand around the world, he can earn $35. So can you imagine every time he makes $35 because he's your direct web store, he makes $35 to 26,000 a week, which means about 105,000 US a month. How would you like to get paid up to 30%? This is the 4th income you can make, global consumption, from your direct web store. So your direct web store, whatever they make from the global consumption, you can make up to 30%. So if you make 125,000 a week, which is 100,000 a month, you get 30,000 US a month. You know what? The person who recommended me into this business, all right, that lady right now makes 200,000 US a year without working because of me. I mean, how crazy is that? Okay, but you know what? How many direct web store can you have? How many direct franchise web stores you have? Is it only 2? Well, you can build the business with 2, but you know what? You can have more than that. There's no limit to how many direct web store you can have that you can make up to 30% management. So imagine if you have 1 web store that's making 100,000, you get 30,000. 10 web store, that's 300,000. So there's no limit to how much you can make. You can make a few $100s just doing retail. You can have a few $100s doing retail. You can have millions of dollars, doing around the world. Okay. And because of this business, anybody here loves to travel? I mean, who loves to travel here? Anybody who loves to travel? okay? I mean, who loves to travel here, okay? I mean, Jeunesse, I mean, because of what Randy Wei went through, Randy Wei want to do something to build this company, to be legacy company, a company, and the doctors want to do a company that not only reward people for spreading something that can help people, but they also want to reward them with a lifestyle. So the first 6 months, you know, good news for this business, you don't need to be like in a company, work for many years. When you become a CEO or director, then the company pay for you to go overseas for travel. Within my 6 years of running the business with Jeunesse as a partner, they reward me with a free trip for me and my wife to Alaska cruise. I mean, Alaska, you know, Alaska cruise, you know, and that's amazing. And we also went to stay at the tallest hotel in the world, which is JW Marquis. We went to Dubai, and we brought a lot of our friends along with us, you know, our team along with us. And we actually went to the most beautiful beaches in the world. We went to Maui, we went to Santorini and Maui. And I mean, the company paid for me and my wife and my kids. I mean, how amazing is this company, right? Last year we traveled and we went to Switzerland, and company flew us business class to Switzerland. Can you imagine that? Business class to Switzerland, company paid for us. You know, and I, because of this business in 100 over countries, I've met people from all over the world, from people from Prague, from Budapest. I just came back from a Prague holiday with my friends. And you know what? Jeunesse paid for it. I mean, how many people would like a life like that? I mean, it's crazy to be paid. I mean, to do the business and get paid to go holiday for free and getting paid while you're on a holiday. I mean, how crazy can that be? You know, and I'm so blessed that I built my team, you know, and one of my team member that in the past that I built became diamond in 6 months. And the average diamond makes about no income claims here, but I know the average diamond makes about 50,000 US and up, you know, a month, you know, and we've helped many people around the world. I mean, this lady, she just started a business not long ago, you know, and her total sales, because of the group, you remember you have 2 web stores and the web store just continue to grow. And her business, even though she's in Singapore just for a few months, her sales just expanded to Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, USA, went to all this country and, you know, generated 46,000 US in sales. This guy, Francis, generated 46,000 in sales as well in a few months. Michael generated $65,000 in sales in all this country within just a couple of months. Laura had 58,000 in sales. Ryan had $65,000 in sales. And Petra from Germany had $60,000 in sales from this business, from all the web store. And Lionel had 94,000 in sales within just a couple of months. This is the sales. This is actually the web store that's expanding that expense. So it's not you doing all the sales. So right now you have a platform that you can start. I mean, how many of you guys are ready to start right now if you don't have to do all these things and everything is done for you free? And all you need to do is just do the business until you can find 2 web stores and the web store starts expanding around the world. That's exactly what this is all about, okay? So for India right now, for a limited time, now India will not get the products until maybe somewhere in August or July, or August or September, okay? So I think it will be end July. So August, for people in India right now, you can get the website for free right now, okay? With the Aadhaar card, you need to register with Aadhaar card before you can get it for free, and free app for India only. Sorry, for the rest of the world, you need to get a package of the products first before you can start the business, okay? So for the rest of the world, please ask your friend how to recommend you. So yeah, you can get a website free. At the same time, you need to get a package to use the products, okay? For India right now, unfortunately, the bad news is you can't have access to products right now until end of July or September, okay? The good news is your website, you can now register for free. Just ask the person who actually recommended you to listen to the call right now and ask them, can you quickly register my website? Because once you quickly register a website under you, any other website you recommend could be under you as well, all right? So first mover will get to have more web stores under them. So please quickly get the Aadhaar card ready. Go to your friend right now who recommended you and say, can you help me register my free website right now? So, and then you can actually have a website right now, although you can't have the products in India. You can't make the money selling products in India yet, but you can make money by selling these products around the world right now because of your website. So instantly, we have people who join within an hour, they got their first sale within an hour, because it takes 5 minutes to set up your website, right? After 5 minutes, they started spreading the the products on Facebook and people start inquiring, within 1 hour, they got their first sale. So it can be as fast as that. Business is all about speed. All right. That's why this company, Jeunesse, is the fastest growing company in the United States and America. So when you register a website, we provide training. So I have a training. It's proven platform, proven training to show you how you can get up to $10,000 US in the first 30 days if you follow the formula exactly. Okay. So unfortunately for India, you try out the products, you can only try in July and August. But if you really want the products in India right now, get back to the person who invited you in the call. They may have a way to still get the products into India for you. So I want to end this with Gandhi since this presentation is more for my India friends as well. Dreams at first seems impossible. I mean, how many of you guys here have dreams? I mean, we all have dreams. I used to have a dream. I dreamt that I would become successful one day, and although I didn't have high education, so I never thought that if I could only have high school education, I would be able to have a life that I have today. You know, and my family was in debt. My dad lost his business. I never thought I would be able to build something like that. So, but my dream came true thanks to Jeunesse. So dreams is possible. Seem improbable, but finally, when you commit yourself to do this business, when you commit yourself to it, it becomes inevitable. So your first role right now, once you get a website, is to go for training to teach you how to quickly get your 2 web stores. You don't have to learn any other things first right now, but to learn how to do web stores. Don't have to learn how about the business plan, how exactly in details it works. The details will come to you once you get the 2 web stores, okay? And I want to end off with this, what Gandhi says: without action, you aren't going anywhere. I mean, people spend 1 hour doing Jeunesse business. I mean, everybody's born equal. We're all the same, you know? We're all born without any knowledge, without anything. But there's such thing as, if you learn the wrong thing, your income is wrong. I mean, some people spend, 2 months learning how to drive to become a taxi driver that pays not as much. Nothing wrong with that. But I can learn 2 months on learning internet marketing, and I can get paid my entire life. I can spend 8 hours in a job, or I can spend 2 hours doing Jeunesse, and I can out-earn anyone who works 8 hours for the rest of their life. This is what the business is. So it's not about how many hours you put in. It's about what did you put your effort in. You put your effort in learning programming. That's you become a programmer, which means you look for a job. You put 1 hour to learn marketing, online marketing. You become an entrepreneur. You earn unlimited income. So what you put in the effort, the result is going to be different. What kind of effort to put in, right? So without action, you aren't going anywhere. So I strongly encourage all of you here, if you're here for the first time and you're ready to start this business, please leave in the chat group right now, and say, you know what, I'm ready to launch my business. If you're ready, I will let you guys know there's a training that's coming up. I'm going to post into all those group chat right now in very soon. If you guys want to sleep, just go to sleep, okay? Because 5 minutes could change your life. So I'm going to end my presentation right now. So if you guys are ready, say I'm ready. Okay, in the chat group, say I'm ready to launch my business. Say I'm ready to launch your business. Maybe some of you have a website, but you have not actually launch it. So I'm going to teach you guys how to launch it as soon as possible. So if you're ready, say I'm ready, okay, into the chat right now. Awesome. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for being on board and allowing me to share this and be able to allow me to impact your life and change your life around the world. It's really a privilege for me to be sharing here with you. And I may not have seen you, but I hope that one day I'll meet you. And one day when I meet you, I hope that you'll be able to, be able for me to know how your life has changed because of my sharing. So take care and goodbye, everybody. I'm going to stop my recording right now. I'm going to start my presentation. So see you guys soon. Take care. Love you all. And wait for my next link in the chat if you guys are ready. Also, if you don't have a link, ask the link from the person who recommended you onto this call, okay, onto this this training. So take care, everyone. I want to say bye-bye. Love you all. Bye.